Okay, here's my pair of 1990 Honda CRXs. This is my original engine from my car in high school, which was a Tahitian Green Pearl 91 SI. This is a Japanese B16 from B16A from a Honda Integra XSI. And as a serial number guy, I quite enjoy that serial number 1500015. And not sure if you could see the original H Motors stamp, but this was a engine and drivetrain from Steve at H Motors back in 2003. I think I bought this. So the YS1 cable transmission, which is actuated right there, is a pretty special thing because this is an OBD1 engine and still retains the cable instead of going to hydraulic. And it is also a limited slip differential from the factory, which is a pretty big deal for me. And this engine is spectacular. This is actually a spoon throttle body. Obviously, it's seen better days. And my air intake is all port matched to the head. And this original airbox utilizes I think this was from a GSR, like a 93 of the first generation Integra GSR. It's thicker than the original CRX D series size. So that's it. Then that kind of goes down to the factory housing, which I like that look. And this is my very favorite engine ever made. So this is a huge accomplishment for Honda in the sense that this engine put out 180 horsepower for a 1.6 liter. So that's pretty good numbers. Even though it lacks in torque, I don't know what the torque is, maybe 120 or 115 or something like that. But this thing revs to 9,000 RPMs and is incredible. The experience of driving a old Honda CRX at 9,000 RPMs when the gauge goes to 6,000 or 7,000 and it's just pegged, your passengers are like, what the fuck is going on? It's pretty fun if you got a passenger, but even if you don't, it's way more fun regardless. So it looks like this brake booster is not ideal. It's seen better days as well. This particular car, this very one, was an automatic DX model. The color is Torino Red Pearl. It has front mud flaps, which is pretty rare and definitely cool. Almost no rust. Let's actually see. Yeah, it's pretty clean. It's a lot cleaner than it looks. Oh, let me beat it with this light. I actually have all the parts here to replace. The interior is pretty clean. It's a lot cleaner than it actually looks on the outside. These door panels are the DX. They will clean up. They're full of dust. But you could see nobody has stabbed it with this seatbelt on this side. Unfortunately, on the other side, I saw a stabbing, so to speak, and I know that wasn't me. But needless to say, it's minor and can be possibly fixed. All this wiring I typically have put in the back. You see this loose thing is for a Spoon VTEC controller, which I had in the other car for just for pictures. But this thing is original floor mats, original seats. Got the Del Sol kind of covering on this one. This seat could be replaced. I have SI seats, which I thought about putting in here. And I also have Del Sol seats with a gray stripe, which I will probably put in here. Maybe. I don't know. Or should I leave the factory DX seat? I don't know. Let's do this. I've got the whole interior back here. I took the speakers out just the other day. Never put the cover back. I have the Alpine unit for the iPod and all that. That was how I tricked my car in high school. And then I got the head unit right here. The old factory Alpine, which could use some, everything could be cleaned and probably come back real easy. I have the SI ring I put in here. If you know, you know. These center consoles were a little bit different for each car. The DX does not have this kind of light in the interior. And I like that, so I put that in there. Like I said, I have CRX SI. You know, it says CRX in the panel there. I have those door panels. The door, very easy to operate and close. Almost effortless. It's pretty nice. I have new surrounds, all from Honda. A little bit of surface rust here. The metal seems good. So I think this side is near perfect. The roof, pretty good. This side was subject to snow plows from the side of the road. The front bumper is sagging a little bit. Not sure what's going to go on with that. If that's easy enough, I'm sure it is. This fender is good. A little bit folded in there, which I guess happens on a lot of them. You make one out of line, you open the door one time and it's done. But this rust is pretty bad, it looks like, in the door. I'm not sure how much can be saved there. This under the gas tank, not ideal. And then of course, geez, with the light, this is the very worst of it, which is going to need to be pretty well replaced. So that's about the extent of any bad body work. The tail lights and all that are good. The rear mud flaps are good. I have an extra rear bumper, all brand new. I have a new front bumper, all brand new. What do they call that for the rear bumper? Well, the bumper bar, I guess. All of that I have new, so in case that metal is rotted and needs to be replaced, I don't need to find that. It's very nice that I have all the inner shrouds and all the clips. The suspension is stock, but holding up, or it held up for the last time I drove. This is the straightest driving car and best feeling car I've ever had. I've had a lot of CRXs, and this is a special one, this red one. I've never gotten to drive this black one, but this is my other one. This is my 1990 SI, which I hope to make my pretty much show car and put this engine potentially into this engine bay, which is all set up and ready to go for it. Pretty much brand new everything. Well, it is. And the larger brake booster ready to go. I still need to get GSR calipers, but everything else is ready to go. I have to design a livery for this. This is an originally Y49 car, which means it was Barbados yellow. So that's the original color there, where the dead pedal is. And they say the Y49 is cursed, which, you know what? Maybe it is. But this is a pretty mint interior here. All the SI in black trimming. Every single bulb of the interior was converted to amber. So parts from the NSX were needed. Accord, Prelude, various cars, just so that all the bulbs in the interior could be amber when the driving lights are on. And this is real nice. Again, this is very close. All new Progress suspension, all new brakes, stainless lines. Really doesn't need anything but a wrap. Like, I want to design a cool livery, the black, and get a yellow theme going. And then an engine, of course. Needs that. But that's the dream right now. And I have a D16 VTEC from a 1995 Del Sol SI. So that's a great engine. So I'd like to put that engine in here, considering it's still OBD1, and take this engine and put it in here. And there you go. Maybe get this body done and repainted Torino red pearl. I got the hood for it. And get a carbon fiber hood for this. And they both need an exhaust. And that's it. And one radiator I need. One radiator, an exhaust. Well, I guess that this engine needs to kind of be refreshed. I have the head gasket. And that's it. So help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You're my only hope.